Okay, so here we go. We got a slightly different video tonight. Let me explain and it'll all make sense. So where's my marker? There it is. There's my towel. I got a message from some guy in Sandusky, Ohio. Right, that's number one right here. I'll explain sloppy seconds in a second. This guy in Sandusky, Ohio. And he said, Shank, I really, really love your videos. I even love your buddy, The Shadow. He didn't say that, but I wish he had. Here's the deal. After watching your videos, you have made weight loss and fitness so simple. I have come to the conclusion that it is no longer about weight loss and fitness. It's about me and my desire to just keep doing the things I want to do and still hope to lose weight. Basically what he's telling me is he watches all these fitness and weight loss videos that all these people make. He buys all these books. All under the idea that someone's going to somehow teach him a way to lose weight and not change anything. And they kind of get him for a walk, and they think so complex. But the reality is we're having an effect. We're not getting tons of views, but the people who are viewing, we're having an effect on them. And this guy said to me, look, I'm not going to try to lose weight right now. Not until I figure out how I'm going to deal with this problem I have. But I find you really, really funny. So could you do a video that has nothing to do with fitness and weight loss? And I'm like, all right, well, dude, I got a problem. There's only 3 things in this world I love besides exercise. And that's dogs, movies, and food. So it's going to have to be about one of those 3 categories. I said, I don't care, whatever. Just do it. So what the hell am I going to do? Well, I'll start off with food, and that's where this comes in. One of my favorite things to watch is this guy, his name is David Portnoy. And he does these videos, they're like one-bite pizza reviews. It's his idea, by the way. This isn't something I came up with, by the way, just so you know. And I don't want to be like plagiarizing or really, because this isn't writing, it's more video. It's more like Ric Flair would say, it's more gimmick infringement. I don't want to be guilty of gimmick infringement. But this is what I like. I'll put my own spin on it. But that's why it's called sloppy seconds. I am by no means pretending that I'm Christopher Columbus. I'm not pretending I'm the first person to discover the Americas. Don't get all political with that. It's just an easy metaphor. And then, thanks to a generous grant from the Anil Kumar Foundation, I was able to get my first taste test review subject, and that's Lou Malnati's frozen pizza off of goldbelly.com. I'll put the links for all this in the show notes. Now, if you don't know the background behind this, I want to get this done quick because I don't want the pizza to get cold. Lou Malnati's and this other place, Giordano's, they're like the, this analogy isn't exact, but they're the big rivals in Chicago for deep dish, thicker style pizza, kind of like Pat's and Geno's. Philly people, don't kill me for this. I know, just this is for everyone else in the world who doesn't know. They're like the big rivals for the cheesesteaks in Philly. Not really. But this is like Lou Malnati's and Giordano's are the 2 big rivals for deep dish pizza in Chicago. I've never had a deep dish pizza before. So I'm going to try one now, and I'm going to give a review. The only thing is, Portnoy, when he does the original, not the sloppy seconds, he has this whole kind of like decimal system that he uses where he rates pizzas. And the problem is I suck at math. I suck at spelling and I suck at math. And so what happens is I can't keep track of all the decimals and how one pizza would match up to another pizza. It's just not going to work. I needed a Shank-style judging system, so I came up with it. And here it is. I remember one of the most wonderful times in my life, probably the times I've ever came closest to God in my life, was when I was 14 years old. I didn't realize it at the time. I just was in a divine state. I was sitting with my dog, Brandon Duke of Tree Lamar, in my basement, not my basement, my parents' basement, at the house I lived in Woodbridge, New Jersey. And I was eating an 8-pack of Roy Rogers fried chicken from the Woodbridge Mall. It came in like the square. Roy Rogers was superior. It came in the square, unlike KFC, which was in that friggin' bucket where everything would compress and all the oil and grease would leak to the bottom. Roy Rogers had this kind of square for the fried chicken. It was awesome. And I was watching the 1984 movie Dune. Now, I get it. I'm a weird guy. I understand right there. Might be enough in some states and some countries to have somebody committed. But this is the only way I can figure out how to judge the pizza. Is this pizza worthy of taking the mantle of Roy Rogers? Could it be put in this circumstance of Brandon Duke and Tree Lamar? The basement, Woodbridge, New Jersey, 1984 movie Dune. And could it be the food that could be part of that divine moment? So we're going to find out right now. So let me just give you a picture of this thing, a little video action. This is obviously not a truly sized deep dish pizza because this sucker had to cook in my oven for 35 minutes, almost, maybe even 40 minutes, at almost, it's like 425, and I let the oven preheated for 10 minutes. There's no way when you see an actual deep dish pizza, you could cook it in my piece of shit oven. Sorry, no offense. But, so we're going to try this. This is obviously the stay-at-home version, but since I don't like leaving my house, this will work for me. So we're going to try it, and then I'm going to give the honest review of whether it can take, in fact, let's erase Roy Rogers right now and see what happens. Roy's going to go back up there, he's not going to be back up there. So let's see what happens. The video zones out after a couple seconds. I can't see myself. Because I'm alone in this house. I at least need to see me in my reflection. This is really sexy, isn't it? I need to see at least my reflection to feel like I'm not going totally psychotic. Like, you know, Hank said that volleyball in Castaway. I gotta have my reflection in the video. Lily, be careful. Be careful. Lily, oh shit. This is live, people. Lily almost took out the light. Okay, look, just stay right there. Gotta do the Malnati's pizza review. Thanks, Mikey. Here you go. All right. This is. I look like Conan at the end of the Conan the Barbarian. He was all pissed off because he killed Thulsa Doom, but not really. Here's the deal. I got two things to say about this. This is not going anywhere where I thought I was going to have this all like review. And again, very, very, very thankful for the Anil Kumar Foundation for supplying this pizza. I'm gonna come on. I got something to say. Like Metallica, I didn't kill your baby today, but I got something to say. I'm going to be giving up millions from the Goldbelly Corporation for doing this. For not coming up with some kind of fake saccharine review. This pizza is very good. It's very tasty. It's borderline delicious. But, yeah, that's my review. Support your local pizza place. I'm going to eat this. There's just two of them in the package. One's pepperoni. Again, it's very tasty. They are somewhat expensive. I think they're like $37 each or something like that. I don't know. I'll get the show notes. And this is no offense to the Goldbelly people. I'm sure if you go to Lou Malnati's in Chicago itself, you would have a different experience because the pizza would be bigger and thicker. But let me just take one more bite to make sure I'm not going off the deep end here and giving up millions for nothing. Thanks, buddy. I need all the support I can get. Yeah, that's my review. It's good. I should spit all over this. It's good. But if we're talking about Brandon Duke of Tree Lamar in the basement, Woodbridge, New Jersey, 1984 Dune, if I'm going to run the risk of being mentally committed for saying this, I shouldn't say that. That's really not nice. That's not nice, because there's people with actually serious mental problems. I shouldn't have made a joke about that. Forget about that part. That was very insensitive. Remember, there's no editing here, so I apologize. You really need to go support your local pizza place. This is good, and it might be like kind of something to talk about and have a good time. But I'll tell you right now, if I go to Alfonso's in Montgomery, New Jersey, the Montgomery Shopping Center, and I ask Nacho, who's a man, by the way, there's actually a man named Nacho, and I say, Nacho, can you make me this pizza? Not only will he give me something for probably about a third of the price that is about the size of a 4-year-old child, and I'm not making like bizarre references there. I mean, like literally the pizza he'd probably make me, if I asked him to make me a deep dish pizza, would probably be the size of a 4-year-old. It'd be 1/3 the price, and I think it would be twice as tasty. So there's my review. Lou Malnati's frozen pizza from Goldbelly. Shank's giving up millions to give you the honest review. He could sell out. He could say, oh, this is the greatest thing ever happened to me. Oh, here's the Goldbelly link. Do whatever you got to do. I can't. You need, if you're in go see Nacho at Alfonso's or wherever your local pizza place is, support your local pizza place. Because I'll tell you what, that pizza Nacho would make me, that'd definitely be worthy of Brandon Duke and Tree Moore in the basement of Woodbridge, New Jersey watching 1984 Dune. This, I'm going to eat it, but it doesn't hit that moment. And that's it. That's my first ever food, maybe my last food review. I might get sued by a wide variety of organizations. Maybe no one will watch the video and I'll be fine. But that's it. So I'm going to have the rest of this because it is tasty, but again, support your local pizza place. Thank you. That's my first sloppy seconds review. Bye-bye. Oh, real quick before I go. I know that when Portnoy does this, he's very clear about the difference between frozen and fresh pizza reviews. And I understand he started doing a lot of his during the pandemic when a lot of people couldn't get, well, maybe they could, I don't know. They couldn't maybe get to a fresh pizza. But we're not in the pandemic anymore, despite what some people want to believe as they clutch their pearls. You can go to your local pizza place. You can order a pizza pie from a guy who, by the way, government officials, is not raking in, now I'm going to get political, is not raking in tons of cash. Local restaurants operate on a margin that big. So when you want them to pay their employees $25 friggin' an hour, understand local pizza places can't do that. Right? Support. There's no more pandemic. Knock the crap off. Go to your local pizza place and support those people. Because the product they make, if they had the right marketing, they would be able to pay their people $25 an hour because they'd be goddamn billionaires with how good a quality product they make. But products that are decent, but have really good marketing, they apparently do very well. I'm going to say it again one more time because I'm like a goddamn infomercial. Support your local pizza place. And by the way, I didn't come into that. I was like, I'm going to go stick it to the man and I'm going to go and I'm going to say support your local pizza. I actually was rehearsing in my head, right before I bit into this pizza, the Ron Burgundy line, when he first meets, I'm saying, you're a white supremacist, the guy who converted to Judaism, whatever. When Ron Burgundy first met Veronica Corningstone, and he saw it, he goes, yo, Heine, that thing's good. I want to be friends with it. Like, I had that idea that I was going to bite into this, and I was going to have that Ron Burgundy first meets Veronica Corningstone moment. I'll put the clip in the link so anyone will understand what I'm talking about. I literally went into this with expectations of being the next great pizza reviewer because all the corporations were going to want a piece of me. That was my fantasy land. The reality is, no. No one at Alfonso's or Antimo's in Hopewell or Nomad in Hopewell in Princeton, or I know I'm forgetting somebody, I apologize, Nino's Pizza Star in the Princeton Shopping Center. They're not giving me free stuff for this. They can't afford to, by the way, because they were out of business for a goddamn year. Sorry, getting all fired up. That wasn't my intent here. This isn't some secret Marxist, communist, power to the people thing that I got a hidden agenda with. You seriously, go support your local pizza place. Their stuff is that good. Their stuff is Veronica Corningstone's Heine. This, it's good. I'll eat it, but this, if I'm going to make a fortune, it's not going to be by being a corporate shill, reviewing big companies' products and telling you not telling you the truth. And that's it. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.